Cutting across live now, we're getting those live visuals. You can see the Prime Minister on your screens there at the Atal Samadhi. He's being received there by the Home Minister Amit Shah, as well as the Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh there at the Sadaiv Atal Samadhi, giving tributes to Atal Bihari Vajpayee on his birth anniversary. Remember, the birth anniversary of Atal Bihari Vajpayee is also called the Good Governance Day by the BJP government, just to remember the kind of legacy and heritage that Atal Bihari Vajpayee has left, to the kind of work he's done for the party to build it up. So we'd already seen the Home Minister and Raksha Mantri there. They just received the Prime Minister as well. Let me go back to our political editor, Maria Shakil, who continues to be with us. Maria, we were expecting the Prime Minister to reach any minute. He's reached there now. We'll be paying tributes. And this is very, very significant, because the day he decides to have this mega outreach to the farmers, once again showing the government's intent of how important the farmers are to them and how beneficial the farm laws will be, it comes on Atal Bihari Vajpayee's birth anniversary, and they all start the day by paying tributes to him at his Samadhi.
Yes, that's right. This is the Good Governance Day, which was declared by Prime Minister Modi. And remember, he also ensured that the highest civilian honor, Bharat Ratna, was given to him in 2015 on his birthday. So Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the former Prime Minister of India, was, of course, elected to the position twice, 1996, 1999, and then he went on to serve from 1999 to 2004. Apart from being a great politician that he was seen as, he was also known for his oratory skills. Someone who used to write poets. He was perhaps the only poet Prime Minister of the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, when Mr. Vajpayee died, had paid that tribute by remembering him and his long association with Atal Bihari Vajpayee. This is a very important picture that is coming from Atal Samadhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, and the Defence Minister there, three of them having a brief chat perhaps before at Atal Samadhi, and then they will be going to various places where the Good Governance Day will be celebrated by the government. Prime Minister did put out that tweet where he talked about the legacy and the contribution of Mr. Vajpayee in India's growth story. So I think the government, Prime Minister Modi, would want Mr. Vajpayee to remember the legacy of Mr. Vajpayee would be. That is the reason why Prime Minister Modi had declared 25th, that is today, as the Good Governance Day. That for every year they would be having something that will ensure that Mr. Vajpayee is remembered as someone who made great contribution to India's growth story. And that is why this image, I think, is important. I think Prime Minister telling something, sharing some details, some point on governance with the number 2 and number 3 in the Union Cabinet.
Absolutely. And look at that tweet also, Maria, that the Prime Minister's put. He's not just remembering Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he's also once again highlighting the kind of work he'd done, how he took the party to unprecedented heights, he says. And that's very, very important because, of course, and that is why this outreach on a day when it's coming on Atal Bihari Vajpayee's birth anniversary is very, very significant. Also, let's talk about this outreach a little more, Maria, because this is what we'll be seeing for the rest of the day. This is where the rest of the leaders will also be joining the virtual address from different parts of the national capital. You'll have the Home Minister from Mehrauli, you'll have the Raksha Mantri from Dwarka, and the other leaders from other parts as well. This is showing the government's intent. Time and again, the government has said that we're ready to go back to the negotiating table because we want the deadlock to end. And this is what we're going to see as part of this virtual address by the Prime Minister again today.
Yes. The government will certainly be looking at how they would want to, look at ways of ending these protests. The reach out has to happen, and the government is reaching out. Now the question is that will the farmers be coming back on the talking table? Will they be now looking at ways in which they can find a solution with the government? For the moment, it looks unlikely because the farmers have also decided that they, as I use the word maximalist position, because of word that has been used by several agriculture economists, that the farmers have to agree to come to the talking table to look at the way out of it. Because as far as rolling back of these laws are concerned, that is really not on the table. That's beyond the question, the government says. But the government says that they are ready to give some concessions. The concessions could be in the form of amendments. Now, what are these amendments? Can there be can MSP be included as part of or get some legal sanction? That may not happen because, again, as I've been saying, that there are several views, several agriculture scientists who say that no government can give any kind of promise in terms of making the MSP legal because that will not stand the scrutiny of the court first, and that is subject to quality assessment, and that cannot be done. There's no country in the world which has gone ahead and made MSP part of a law. It can best be seen as part of an executive order, or perhaps through the intent the government of a day can display it. Having said that, what is the government doing today, and why is it important as Good Governance Day? It's essentially about government saying that they are committed at multiple levels for the interest of the farmers. Now, there are 40 Kisan groups who have been in talks with the government. When the government says that these protests are largely happening by the farmers of Punjab, these Kisan groups are saying that there are also protests happening by a section of farmers in Maharashtra.
Maria, I'll just interrupt you. We'll just put out those live visuals again. We're getting visuals of the president also there. Now, Ramnath Kovind also, he's being greeted there by the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, as well as the Raksha Mantri. So, of course, the Prime Minister, Ramnath Kovind, also there now at the Atal Samadhi to pay his tributes to Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Maria, we'll just come back to, what the outreach will look like. But let's just talk a little more about these visuals that we're getting and why Atal Bihari Vajpayee was so important. We'll also have the Prime Minister, I believe, also releasing a book called Atal Bihari Vajpayee in Parliament, which is a commemorative volume to, mark the birth anniversary of Atal Bihari Vajpayee as well as to pay tributes.
Yes. So the government will be remembering Mr. Vajpayee, the first, I would say, Bharatiya Janata Party leader to complete a full 5-term in the country as the country's Prime Minister. So Mr. Vajpayee's legacy is also that he was the first BJP leader to successfully complete a full 5-term in office. So, and he was remembered, even today, he's remembered for his speeches, for his parliamentary speeches, of where he would strike a conciliatory, note with when he was in the Treasury benches with the opposition leaders. The message used to be about come, let's talk on all the issues. So I think remembering Mr. Vajpayee is also about remembering him as a poet, someone who was remembered for his sharp oratory skills. And thereafter, his several opposition leaders had this kind of remembrance of Mr. Vajpayee. Mr. Vajpayee, of course, became the 10th Prime Minister of India in 1996, following the BJP's emergence as a single largest party. But the BJP, remember, at that time had failed to garner support to prove a majority on the floor of the House, and Vajpayee had to resign after 16 days. And thereafter, in 1998, just to recount and recall the entire the legacy and also the timeline of Mr. Vajpayee's tenure, one of the events was also that in 1999 Lok Sabha elections, when it was held in the aftermath of Kargil operation, and the BJP-led NDA secured a comfortable majority, which meant that Mr. Vajpayee could complete full 5 years till 2004. And Vajpayee's prime ministership also saw India carry out Pokhran-2 nuclear test in 1998 as well. After a prolonged illness, the veteran leader passed away in 2018 at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. And in 2015, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi came to power in 2014, a year later, he had bestowed Mr. Vajpayee with India's highest civilian honor, which was Bharat Ratna. So I think that entire legacy has been carefully kept by the BJP. And at the same time, they want today, that is his birth anniversary, today is his 96th birth anniversary, to be remembered as Good Governance Day. You can see the Prime Minister now pay tributes to Mr. Vajpayee. I remember very clearly that a day after Mr. Vajpayee's mortal remains was brought to the BJP headquarters, the new BJP headquarters at the ITO. Prime Minister Modi, from there till the Atal Samadhi, had walked all the way. So the message was about the legatee. He is the real legatee of Mr. Vajpayee's legacy.
Absolutely. And we'd seen even when, Atal Bihari Vajpayee was in the hospital, Maria, we'd seen a beeline of all these leaders make multiple visits to keep, checking with the doctors, the Prime Minister himself at tweeted time and again as well, to keep a check. And that showed the kind of rapport and relationship he had with Atal Bihari Vajpayee as well. Let's try and listen in if we're getting some audio coming in from the Atal Samadhi.
माननीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह जी, भाजपा के वरिष्ठ नेता विजय कुमार मल्होत्रा, अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी के परिवार के सदस्य, उनकी पुत्री, केंद्रीय स्वास्थ्य मंत्री डॉक्टर हर्षवर्धन,
श्रद्धेय अटल जी को स्वरांजलि प्रस्तुत करेंगी पद्मश्री डॉक्टर अनुराधा पौडवाल जी। संगीत और अनुराधा जी मानो एक दूसरे के पर्याय हों। आपको राष्ट्रीय फिल्म पुरस्कार के अलावा कई महत्वपूर्ण पुरस्कारों से भी सम्मानित किया जा चुका है। तो अब मैं आमंत्रित करती हूँ अनुराधा पौडवाल जी को कि वे संगीत रूपी फूल अर्पित करें श्रद्धेय अटल जी को।
तुम आशा विश्वास हमारे, तुम धरती आकाश हमारे, तुम धरती आकाश हमारे तुम धरती आकाश हमारे तुम ही सब में है तुम में सब तुम ही भव हो तुम ही
have promises that we made that have to be kept.